All right, that way we have silence so we can run like the noise filter over that.
Oh, yeah, good call.
We can pick up the hum and just get rid of that.
Just work some magic.
Yep.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nick and Nat's Paddy Whack.
Weehaw. Weehaw. I don't know what that is, actually.
It's not Wombo.
And
Not to be confused with Wombo.
No. Yeah, it's like a fat kid going down the slide, but he's also a cowboy. You know? Weehaw!
Weehaw! That's his first. It's like a cowboy baby's first words are yeehaw, but right before he gets to his yeehaw, it's when he gets his weehaw.
Yeah, there we go.
Weehaw! Daddy's like, oh, you're getting there, boy. Yeah. Then he rustles a cattle. Yeah. I don't know, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption a lot lately, so I'm a cowboy.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Wanna be a cowboy, baby.
Wanna be a cowboy, baby. I've gone through like phases of a relationship with Kid Rock and how I view him. Because at first, like when you're from the South and then you hear Kid Rock and you're like, that's country music. And then you hear it and you're like, well, it's kind of more like white trash music. And then you realize he's from Detroit. And then you're like, oh, it is white trash music.
Yeah.
Not because of Detroit, but I mean...
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Well, kind of that, but also like what country music star comes from probably the furthest northern place in the middle of the country. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's...
Right.
I don't know. I guess you can sing country music anywhere.
Is it country music or does he just have a Confederate flag? That's the question.
That's what it is.
So,
yeah. It's yeah. What is it? He's the silent majority vibe of Southerners. You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah. It's all, everyone agrees, but they don't want to talk about it. But now I've come to respect it because he did it and he made it this far. And I'm not big on the politics, so I don't really care about his dumb ramblings. But from a comedic standpoint, it is hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's like falling into his hat.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I'm Kid fucking Rock, baby, and you're like, so I listen to your politics now. Like, is that how that works?
You have to listen to him. He's wearing a Little Rascals hat, covering his eyebrows and his ears.
It's the best. He had a T-shirt he sold during the first Trump election that it was I think after Trump had won, it was a photo of the voting map of all the different colors, and it was blue and red. And it said for the red, it was like Republicans. And then the blue, it said stupid ass motherfuckers or something like that. Like it was just a dumb, vulgar thing. And you're like, only Kid Rock would make that and then wear it. Like, just like, it's like he's got the money and the power, though. So,
yeah.
Let the star burn.
I respect that more than the weird guy from System of a Down, not the main guy, the guy that like has like the Egyptian pharaoh beard.
Oh, the weird, yeah, the what I don't know. I'm sure there's a term for it, but it's not the front man of the band, but the weird looking one, like the Westmoreland from Limp Bizkit. You know, there's always someone who
right, yeah, the Asian guy in the Black Eyed Peas.
Yes,
we're just like, what's going on there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good. You guys know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm the backup freak of the band.
Yeah, but I kind of do a jig in the background. You know what I mean? I bring a lot to the table. But no, what is he? Because System of a Down's all like Armenian genocide, like
yeah, no, it's
anti-Armenian genocide, I guess.
Yes.
Sorry,
No,
whoops, my bad.
No. That's the title of the song. No, but no, I don't know. He put out this new project, and it's like sort of a like, it's like dumb guy centrism, where it's just like, I don't believe anything. Fuck all of y'all, you know. And it's just kind of like,
yeah,
he's like everybody's lying, and I'm like, this is actually the exact kind of guy with that facial hair.
Yeah,
think about having that as politics.
It's so hard when you see someone who looks the part and then does the thing, and then you're like I'm not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but yeah. You look at like I don't know who G.G. Allin is that much because I didn't have anyone in my family who liked G.G. Allin, but you'd hear stories about how he just would like poop on stage and call it art. He was a punk musician, I think he was. So you hear all those stories, and then I looked it up, and I was like, yep, that's the face. That's the face, the hair, the jewelry, every boom. Yeah. So you get those every now and then. So judge a book by its cover is what I'm telling you guys.
Yeah. How else are you going to know what the book is?
Yeah. Hey, exactly. Hey,
the name of the book's on the cover. People are recommending it.
I like to think there's a guy who like speaks in a philosophical way that actually sounds beautifully intelligent, but he just wasted it all by being racist. So it's just like, it's like, you're wrong, but you said it so eloquently. You know what I mean? Like, it's just maybe the wall should be built.
That is like all psychology textbooks from like 1880 to like 1840 or like 1940.
Yeah. That's
Just horrendous.
like call back to Red Dead. There's one of the guys that you help who you work with a Native American, and the guy who you're helping, I forget his name, but he's a white dude and he's a scientist. And one of the lines, he found a brain of a Native American and studied it along like a white person's. And he's like, because it's a Rockstar game, so he's being funny. And he's like, I looked at both of these and wouldn't, you know what? They're the exact same.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And you're like, that really did happen. Like, they're really, like, some scientist was like, oh, they are this. I mean, in hindsight, I guess it's easy to say now, but when the clouds are speaking to you and you think God's going to murder you from above, you're not that smart of people.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah, it is funny.
Everyone's a little drunk because water gives you listeria or whatever the fuck. So, so they're like, all right, well, a little bit of beer. And everyone's like, well, it's not that bad. And I'm like, okay, but no matter what, you have to drink 2% ABV at least. Like, no matter what, that's your baseline.
Yeah. You're getting a little conked. Yeah. That's like when we went to Italy, me and the lady, on a vacation, we were in wine country, and it was kind of funny how they described it, where they were like showing us the different wines and where they were making and whatnot, and they were like, so this is the daytime wine. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is the less concentrated one, but it's a weird thing where I think as Americans, we're not really brought up on the fact that history is built by drunk people. Yeah. And so they'll just sit there and be like, yeah, that's what they did by the day. And then, they hit some stronger stuff at night. And then you're like, what? And they're like, yeah, what? They were just day drinking. And then you like, that's just their culture in Italy in certain parts. You're just like, that's just day. But it's not like day drinking. It's just like, this is what I do. Like the traditions didn't die. Like they're just
they're carried on in Wisconsin fully. Just
yes.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Molson's for lunch.
Yum.
Exactly.
It's probably made up entirely, but I feel like it is kind of true. I heard from someone, I think it's in Minnesota, you can get 5 DUIs before it becomes a real problem.
Oh, God.
I've been telling people that for years. For so many years. Someone will say something about Minnesota, and I'm like, yeah, they drink a lot up there. Like, I'm planning the next 3 sentences ahead. Like, yeah, it gets written. They're like, they do drink. Did you know you can get 5 DUIs? Mm-hmm. And the people are like, really?
It's a punch card.
It is.
It's a negative punch card to have, but yeah, it's a punch card.
Yeah, I got a in-law that married into my wife's family from Minnesota, and he doesn't really drink that much, but he's also like the nicest guy ever. So it is one of those. Mm-hmm. It's like, you are Minnesotan, and then he's just like a good normal guy that doesn't get blackout drunk to survive the cold. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe not every Minnesotan does that.
Yeah,
like,
probably.
It's the fun realization of when you meet someone from there, and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm racist, or not? I don't know. What would that? A statist? Something?
Statist.
Yeah, fuck Minnesota.
We're allowed to be a little statist.
Yeah.
Well, you ever notice Iowa people walk like this?
Yeah. You ever notice them?
Well, Wyoming people walk like this.
To be fair, when you are from the South, you are the punching bag already, so you're kind of brought up to be like, fuck you, your state sucks. But my state does suck. I think we're like third.
We bring it on ourselves a little bit.
100%.
A little bit.
100. We're like third to last at best in education, year in and year out, South Carolina.
Yeah.
So we ain't that smart.
Well,
so
Mississippi has actually jumped way ahead in their reading levels because they refused to implement the non-phonics reading 10 years ago that all these other states were doing. And they're like, you can't make us change shit. I don't care if it's good or bad. It turns out sticking with phonics was the right call.
Turns out.
Yeah. And they're like, we knew that.
What is it? Even a broken clock is right twice a day?
Exactly. It's one of those.
Every time Mississippi does something right, it's because of a broken clock.
It's the equivalent of being a millionaire by buying meme coin.
Yep.
It's like, you cannot tell me you saw this as a good investment, Yeah,
there's a dude that made it big off Dogecoin driving like a drop top Corvette who's trying to give people advice.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's Mississippi whenever they get it right. Yeah. God bless Mississippi. I had a roommate in Mississippi. He was a good guy, but it is when you're from the South, you got to lean on somebody, and it's Mississippi, dude. Yep. So that kind of sucks that they're now smarter than South Carolina. So I got to eat that. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I live in Philly now. We drink lead-based water. So I live a different lifestyle.
Oh yeah, it's the best. I can't get news unless it's through a sports app. So I didn't know who the president was until it came up in an ESPN pop-up. So
That's like a guy under a rock in the best way. Yeah. You're like President Trump at UFC something, and you're like, President what? He's what now?
He won?
You missed the whole first term.
What does that mean for this season?
Yeah. How are the Flyers going to do this year? Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of, shout out Flyers, third in the division.
Woo.
Better than mediocre, I'd say. We're doing all right. Have yet to watch a full game. So that's good. I think we're 30 some odd games into the season, and I've caught a few highlights. So the journey has been going well.
That's true. That's true. I've asked a coworker what he thought of the game last night, and I didn't tell him, but I was like, I technically have a hockey podcast where I've not watched any of this.
We're like 6 episodes in, and no games. Yeah.
No, yeah. But that's what this is about. This is about learning to love hockey.
Sometimes you got to fail to get it right. You know what I'm saying? That's just life, and you got to miss a lot of hockey games to get it right. To be fair, it's still bird season. Go Birds!
Go Birds!
That's one fun thing about moving to Philadelphia is immediately now I'm like, yeah, go Birds, dickhead.
Yeah.
And I kind of care about it, but yeah, once that's over with, then
I don't even know if I
pick
like
up.
football as much as I just like a riot. You know?
Yeah,
It's like, it's like rain or shine, win or lose. We're flipping a car.
That was the best, man. Right when they won that, it was it was scary for a moment because you could see the prime ape inside of every human being turn on after that win, because they're like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm doing it, and I'm doing a lot of it right now.
Yeah.
And there was just a city of people and then like the cops had the wherewithal to be like funnel them through Broad Street, which is like the main north-south street, and they were just forcing them to go south. And like at a point, because I was with my wife, who's a small lady, and I wasn't that drunk, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not going to be able to get back to my house if I keep following this herd because they blocked roads.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm kind of getting a little scared. I'm walking past boxes of fireworks being lit. People, and like the funniest thing was like you always hear about the poles because they're like, oh, they got to grease the poles so they don't climb up it. Every fucking pole had someone at the top of it.
Yes.
You just see a sea of any pole with a dude on top of it, like 5 people on one pole. Like it was madness, and it was fun. And then it got to that point where I was like, wait, I'm not from here. I'm not turning into that primate right now. I'm a little scared, and I want to go. I'm scared.
It's like how zombies know each other as zombies, but you're not, so they're coming for you.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm getting crowded. So, but I would like to do that again. Dude, it was like a high.
The parade was awesome. Like we live near the art museum, so like we walked down to get there, and there was a gas station where you could kind of see the art museum from the top, and they had closed for the day, and they just put a big fence around it, and instead these guys pushed the fence over, and we're all climbing up on it. So it had like 30 people on top of the building. I saw an incredibly drunk guy fake propose to his girlfriend, and it made her so mad, and it obviously. But that was great.
That's just mean.
No, what was great is like he chose one of the few ways to ruin such a great celebration for himself.
I was thinking the opposite, where it was like he can feel the happiness in the air, and there's so much of it that if he's going to do this bit that he's been thinking of for a long time, this is the only time he can do it, and it not ruin everyone's day. When the fucking Eagles have won the Super Bowl for the second time ever, I'm doing the bit. Yeah, I like to think he told one of his boys beforehand, and it was either one of two. It was either, dude, don't do that, or the other dude was like, yeah, that's fucking hilarious, dude.
Ron, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Dude, I heard dude, I keep saying dude. I say dude too much, but I heard a fun phrase recently, hoagie mouth. I've been using that a lot. Yeah. Just unnecessarily. Just like I'll hear someone from Philly and I'll be near my wife. I'm like, that's hoagie mouth. She's like, okay. Like, all right, like what do you want? And I'm like, no,
What's great about the word hoagie is it does feel like foot and mouth disease when you're saying that,
Yeah. Hoagie. Yeah. Even when you put the more Philly twang, hoagie. Yeah, it's fun to say.
Sup, I'm Dylan. I'm the only 25-year-old guy with cradle cap.
That's good fun. I love
Birds.
Philly people. Gay birds. No, another fun thing. I didn't know what the fuck pork roll was.
I love
also
pork
known as Taylor ham.
Yes.
I didn't even know that was a thing where it was North Jersey, South Jersey calls it one and the other.
Yeah.
I thought a pork roll was a roast pork sandwich for like 2 years living here.
Yeah.
I made myself look like an asshole a
Mhm.
lot. Being like, yeah, do you ever go down and get like John's roast pork, get the pork roll there? And people are like, what? But they were nice enough to me to like let the conversation keep going.
Yeah, they thought you were just like weirdly going and getting the breakfast food everywhere you went.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
like
special.
pork roll.
Pork rolls, I actually have yet to have it. I want to try it.
I recommend Wawa. They do the what's it called? Like the preheat shelves.
Oh,
of,
yeah.
Like, yeah, so they have like a pork roll bagel melt.
Ooh.
And I recommend that. It's like just 2 slices of pork roll and then like 2 really well toasted and melty pieces of American cheese between a plain bagel.
That's America right there.
It's very solid.
Hell yeah. I have to give it a shout out Wawa. I'll give it a try. And it's shit on QT. I'm going to stand by that to this day. I'll fight. Actually, I won't fight over that. I'll probably get stabbed. But yeah, what did I get at QT last time I went? I got 2 buffalo chicken grilled cheeses.
Nice.
Just egregious. I took a nap right afterwards.
Yeah, that's I was gonna say.
Immediately fell asleep. Like I ate one in the car and then the other back at my mom's house and then fell asleep sitting up.
I think I bought sour candy, and then like they had too many slushy flavors, and so I was 10 for a minute, and I just decided to make a god awful like slushy suicide. That like I was like, oh, why did I do green apple and Coke? Like this is horrible.
You ever just make a mixture that just confuses your brain, and you're
Yeah.
like, why did I do? Well, I had a sad moment. Well, not a sad moment, but it was in college, which is when I was 22, and I like gin. And I did at the time. And so I would buy gin and I was drinking every night and I realized it was an issue because I didn't have a mixer. I just had a Coke in the house one night and I mixed Coke and gin and it was like, it was the least, there was no taste. It was amazing. Like it was like, but it wasn't good. Like it was weird. Like if you ever put Coke and gin together, it just it's like like putting a negative and a positive together.
Yeah, those juniper berries. Like it almost kills the sweetness, but
It does.
Like,
yeah. Like it's like it's not a club soda, but it's got the same kind of like lack of flavor to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't drink liquor for a long time after that. I was
fair.
like, I gotta finish this bottle of Bombay.
Yeah.
And and then I think I had like 4 Coke and gins, just knowing they weren't good. But I was like, I'm gonna keep doing it.
My trashy drink of choice is Coke and Malibu.
Ooh.
Yeah, like the coconut in there.
Ooh.
It's great, but I've never ordered it at a bar without the bartender looking at me like, you piece of shit.
You sad bitch. That's a fun thing. It'd be fun to get. I feel like everyone's got a tale of the first moment that they ordered something that they thought wouldn't be bad at a bar, and they said or gave you a look where they like on a human level were disgusted.
Oh, yeah, no. I had a friend that used to buy a bunch of green tea shots, so I didn't know that was like the premier drink of psychos.
Yeah, and yeah, I feel like they made that for like girls to buy like more shots because it's not like there has to be like a sneeze of liquor in that. You know what I mean? Like you ever have a green tea shot, like it's got something in it. But like if you take a shot, like you're going in, but a green tea shot's just like a cute little like we're doing it. So when a straight guy solo dolo is getting green tea shots, it's like, yo,
yeah.
what's going on, dude? Like this isn't gonna get you drunk. But no, mine was I went and got a shot of gin. And the guy went, you want a shot of gin? And it was like a packed bar. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, like a shot. Like just straight gin. And I like got irritated and then he made it for me.
Were you playing Red Dead 2 at the time?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
Yeah, you
That's
nailed
what
that
happened
one.
to me. I got a
2018, baby.
Yeah, exactly. 2018. I'm dirt fucking poor. So
Yeah.
I actually did the same thing. It was like called like, God, what kind of gin? I don't know. It was one of those ones where they're not even protecting it in the store, like the liquor store. It's like
I think bad gin's the worst bad liquor.
it really is.
Yeah.
Like, and it's in the plastic bottle. And I was just like, yeah, I was like, this is for people that are going to kill themselves. Like,
this is the dudes in the puffy coats and
Yeah.
cold days walking down the street that are just they're homeless and they're surviving.
yeah,
And they just got it in that little sleeve
but yeah,
because that's their juice.
exactly. But then I'm sipping on it and then playing Red Dead and just be like, well, Dutch.
Red-
I don't know what's happening, Dutch.
Dutch, my memory ain't working, and it's not working in a bad way.
Oh, Dutch, I don't feel too good. I want to
Arthur.
see the rabbits, Dutch.
Arthur, You've had 7 shots of gin. That game definitely made some alcoholics.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, those are. And then COVID happened. Do you ever look back on COVID and then just kind of like thank whatever God there is that you didn't become an alcoholic during that period? Like worse than I had my issues drinking, but then you'll talk to some people and they're like, yeah, I was putting them down every single day, and that, like, can you blame them? You know?
No, yeah, I felt that's how I know I have anxiety, because I was like, I can't spend that much. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, your anxiety breaks you from getting an addiction.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's when you know it's real.
Yeah,
exactly.
So if anything, getting treatment has been the worst for me.
it's been a problem. Yeah. No, COVID. I had some bad phases with alcohol and COVID, but it was always like episode wise. Like I learned how to make martinis at home. Maybe about a week and a half of that. And then it got bad, and then that went downtown.
That's just called practicing.
Yeah, it's a problem when you have 3.
I'm trying to be a good host.
yeah. And then you break a glass that's not the one you're drinking, and then you do the math, and you're like, I've had 8 shots in 3 hours.
I know I have not said this on the podcast, but I don't know if I've told you this. I'm not
You're
afraid. Here we go.
Sorry, his wife.
No. Well, also sorry, my wife, because our second anniversary, we were so fucking poor that what we did was we took the cash we had and then some change, and I went down to the corner store and I bought us like a bunch of Four Locos and Buzz Balls.
Let's go.
That was our anniversary.
Let's go.
No.
That's romance.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, like, the Buzz Ball didn't hit at first, but the moment I started drinking the Four Loko, it all mixed together, and we're only 30 minutes into that night, and I'm like crawling on the carpet because I got vertigo. I feel like that was like such a bad experience that I've like I've gotten pretty trashed in my life, but I've never gotten blackout drunk, and I know specifically I know what my limit is now.
Yeah.
And it's like 5 Guinness, which is too much.
Yeah.
But also because, I don't know, like I got some meds that mix with that. And so, the doctor's quit having fun, and so.
Dude, drinking shifted for me when I started taking like daily anti-anxiety meds 3 to 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Not like in the I don't know, it's kind of weird because like I've only probably blacked out like a handful of times, and like 3 of which were on martinis. But like, I don't know, like I don't know, it's weird. Like I'll brown out, but I don't brown out. Like it'll just be a thing where like I'll get home, I'll sit and I'll play some video games, and I'll go to bed and I'll wake up and it'll be like, I remember starting to play the video game and then that's it. So like it'll kind of kick off my memory for like the hour before I go to sleep now anytime I drink.
Yeah.
And that is not a fun feeling to wake up to. When you're like, but I don't know, it's not blacking out thankfully, but it is like a hard brown.
Yeah.
So shout out.
Memory feels
the
same way as like recalling a dream. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I don't actually know if that happened.
Yeah, you started to get worried because it was a Tuesday and you had like 4 beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 beers. No, but drinking also. What was I gonna say? I got really big into making cocktails though, and that kind of did pay off a little bit now because I'll be able to go to a bar and look cool. Like I'll go to like a nicer bar and be like, yeah, can I get a paper plane with this liquor? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. And then I gotta watch my wife be like, can I get a vodka soda? No, I'm kidding. She doesn't do that. I love you, babe. But no, it was it's very weird, that world, because my one of my best friends became a cocktail bartender and like got into that world and like because there's a I don't know, we might have already said this on the pod, but there's a bar in New York called Death & Co. And they wrote a couple books, and one of the books is like the formula of making cocktails, and it's pretty much there's like 7 cocktails, and every cocktail is derivative of that.
That makes sense to me.
And it is like on an easier level, like a martini and a Manhattan are the same thing, but one uses red vermouth and whiskey instead of dry, and gin, and then you get like wildly more complex ones where it's like a sidecar. It's the same thing as like some magically named drink made in France or something like that.
Well, that's just bar science. I see a lot of bar rescue. I know bar science.
John Taffer.
John Taffer.
I wish he had a nickname that he got early, like John the Mouth Taffer. It would have made him so much more powerful. Yeah.
No, dude, his early seasons are the best because he talks about bar science, and it's insane things.
Yeah.
Like literally, he's like, you need to make this drink red. 80% of drinks that are red are more likely to be sold to women, and it's like.
Yeah.
You're guessing.
That's the best. It's like he's made this entire career just to get to the point where he knows he can pull things out of his ass and you can't question him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Specifically, if you question him, he yells at you. He's like, why are you being difficult?
God,
you hate this bar.
If Gordon Ramsay didn't come in the fold the same time he did, he'd be a national icon more than he would now. But then we looked at Gordon do it with a British accent, and we're like, that seems more family friendly.
Oh, yeah.
And John's like, you're a fucking waste of life, asshole. Make the damn Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
You're like, and my favorite thing about those, I'll go back and watch them. They have to plant these people because they find like one person in the bar who is like a fucking alien in terms of how they act around other people, and John has to put them in their place. And everyone's like, one of them was just like. No, like what is it? It's the Chad in the whatever meme, the
Chad and the Virgin.
The Virgin meme. He literally looked like the Virgin guy, but with a leather jacket. And he was like trying to be the bar badass, and he would like hit on girls all the time, but like too hard because he was one of the owners. So it was like not a real person. And then John Taffer, like half of the episode was him being like, "You need to get your shit together and get back to running this bar." I don't know why I just turned into that voice, but yeah.
That was a little Jesse Ventura.
I was gonna say down in the Baja. But no, like that, and it's every episode is one of those. They just find like a loopy person that manages to work there, and he just clips, and it's amazingly entertaining.
It really is. It really is. Like, and the best part is, drinking while watching this. You get convinced. Yeah, I can run a bar better than these people.
100%.
And so it's like kind of a self-cycling ecosystem. How many people bought a bar, getting drunk, watching Bar Rescue, going, I could fucking do that.
And you didn't clean the freezer. Now you have a mushroom growing out of the wall.
Oh, yeah. That actually seems to be the number one answer for any of these. It's just clean.
Yeah.
Just go clean things.
Yeah.
And quit, like, doing weird shit.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, like you don't have like a sign that says you must kiss the owner or something weird like that.
Yeah, I don't think you need a sign that says ownership doesn't entitle you to putting your hand on females' asses. Yeah, you know, like that you should know. But no, like kudos to them for
all
cleaning.
Employees must wash their hands or I lick them clean.
Yeah, and then they have like a graphic of a guy doing where you can like go left to right as you turn around, and it has a different. Anyway.
10 minutes later, he's crying with John, and he's like, I had no idea people didn't like that.
I thought it was fun.
I thought I was being fun.
Yeah, I thought we were having a good time. Now, kudos to the kitchen workers that keep a clean kitchen, because I've worked front of house and food running before, and I don't know how often they do it. I mean, I worked at a bunch of different restaurants, but like, I don't know, maybe like once a month or something like that. They all just stay after work, which is already late at night,
and do the deep clean.
And they clean, like, I've never cleaned my house that much. And the amount, like, because I'll just have to like unplug this big machinery, move that, spick and spam, like, and it's not even like the nicest restaurants have to do that. Like, every restaurant does that.
Yeah.
And so I like immediately that's where I would be like, if I ran a restaurant, it's failing. Like, boom, right there. Right there, they'd be like, hey, you have to stay and help clean. And I'd be like, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, kudos to them. But also, cooks are all a little crazy. So they've got the energy, you know.
That's true.
There's a little screw loose up there.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah. It is fun, though. Love those guys. Yeah. My favorite thing to do would be yell in an Italian accent at them for fun.
Hey.
I'd come back and I'd take an empty plate and I'd get like, I was going to go drop off a dish and I would drop it near them and then be like, they said your gravy was fucking garbage. What are you making, your mom's recipe? I'm going to put that in the toilet. It's terrible. And they'd
the three Latino line cooks just staring at you.
And then one guy in the kitchen would get in and be like, don't you ever talk about my mother like that. And I'd be like, your mother's linguine was terrible. And you know it. And then we'd start yelling and be like, you get out of my fucking kitchen. And then a manager would walk in and be like, guys. And then we're out. Like, I walk away by that point. And the poor manager's just sitting there thinking we got in a real fight. Oh. Yeah, we just do dice clay all day.
There you go.
That's how you keep the fun going.
That is how you keep the fun going.
Yeah.
I miss that kind of bullshit, man. I miss specifically bullshitting like at my grocery store job.
Oh, I bet that was a
God.
fun one.
Oh man, yeah. Like we had names for customers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
So- no,
that's
but,
fun.
but I don't know. I just remember, God, specifically, like I would just laugh to myself because it's so boring at a checkout register. You're just standing there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so sometimes something would get stuck in my head, like a joke or something, and I'd kind of start laughing with myself. And I know that this made me look mentally deficient because there's more than one time a customer went to my manager and thought it was very nice that they hired people with disabilities. And they're like, Nick over there? I was like, yeah, the one laughing and bagging.
Yeah.
No, he's in college.
Oh.
Shit.
he's there mentally. He's surprisingly good at chess, actually. Not too good to where it's concerning, but yeah, he knows. He's
A little bit better than guessing, you know?
yeah, exactly. He gets. I would give him a B minus in Jeopardy. He's, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
He gets the answers right, but never the form.
No, absolutely not.
You have to start it with what is. It's got to be the form of a question, Nick.
Yeah, that's where he fails.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got a decent score in the SATs, but he lost 400 points because he didn't write his name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but the best part about working a restaurant is that there's the wall of the kitchen and then the front of house. And like kitchen workers, they're not going to scream and yell to where it goes beyond that. But it's literally like walking from like I got to like look nice and try.
Yeah.
To these are the most depraved people on the planet. Like
Right.
it's like just boom, like right there. It's just a quick shot. And one of my favorite things was so I worked at this restaurant in Charleston, South Carolina, and for history context, there's a large population of people referred to as the Gullah Geechee people, and I think they're West African descendants that lived near like the coast and the islands, and then when America got, or I guess in the process of bringing over slaves and whatnot, they maintain their traditions like heavily, and they all speak. I think it's just like they refer to it as Gullah, but it sounds like patois, so they sound a little bit Jamaican,
Oh.
So it's the reason I say that is Charleston's also a little peninsula, and there's not a lot of people on that peninsula as much as they are off the peninsula. So a lot of the time when you were there, most of the people that have like dark skin, African American people, speak in that like that tone, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I would do a Jamaican impersonation, but I'm not good at it, so I'm going to save myself the embarrassment.
Okay.
But just imagine that, like for every like African American person you see, they speak in that tone in the city of Charleston. I worked in a restaurant. A lot of restaurant kitchen workers, they were African American dudes.
That's got to be a trip just because, I'm sorry, it's just like in the 90s, Bob Marley being big. How many people like left your town and then just met a black person in like New York and they were like, I thought all black people talked like a Jamaican person.
A lot. I'm sure a lot.
And
yeah.
it's the 90s, so they're saying that to their face as they meet them.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, I don't know what to do with this.
Wagwan, big man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They hit him with one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pop, pop. If I just go full Chet Hanks. But the reason I say that is in one of the restaurants, the kitchen I worked in, I actually come to think of it, I think it was like all African American dudes, maybe like one or two white guys. But there was only one of them that spoke like in like an English dialect rather than like the Gullah dialect. So he just like sounded like the normal African American person. You know what I mean? Like a normal American.
Yeah, it was
speaking.
it. Yes, I get what you mean.
You
So
know where I'm going with this. So
I
anyway,
think so.
yeah, he was the leader. So he would call the shots and he would say stuff. But one of the things that he did that always cracked me up was on the flip side, there was one African American. We let one be a waiter. There was no. To be honest, this is Charleston, South Carolina. That
Yeah.
might be what they were thinking.
Yeah.
But one of them was a waiter. His name was Darnell, and he was a nice guy. But Darnell was like he was a very soft spoken dude, and he wasn't very outgoing. But every time he'd come to the kitchen, Gerald was the guy who spoke like with an English dialect, would be like, Darnell, you made it out the kitchen, man. You doing it for us, Darnell. And then all these dudes with like Jamaican accents are like, Darnell. And they're like just saying shit in Gullah that no one understands. And Darnell's like, oh my God, you guys are crazy. And then he walks out and then he goes back to it. And then a white person comes in and they're like, how's it going, Jill?
We got your fries. Give us a minute.
Yeah, come on, just give us. And then Darnell comes back, and it's just like every time he came back, it was a big reception.
That
He'd
rocks.
be like, Darnell, and I'd be like, come on, because I'm a food runner, so I had to stand back there. I'm like, come on, Darnell. And Darnell's like, oh, you guys are crazy. and then he walks away.
Community rocks.
Good stuff. This is
Community
great.
just rocks.
It really does, dude. And then I don't know, man. Good time. I ate so much bread at that restaurant. Anytime you work in a restaurant and they're like, "Hey, we're not going to give you free food, but you can eat the bread that we cut up and serve to people." I'm eating like 2 loaves a day. Yeah. Everyone is, dude. You know how many fat waiters we had at that restaurant? All but 3. They were gay men.
Yeah, but also
they were awesome. What was it? It was Terry, Bruce, and I think Jay.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like old school gays.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
elaborate. What do you mean old school?
Well, I feel like in their words, there's new age gay and old age gay. And the old age gay was like, you know, in most, if not every place, if you come out, you're going to get like probably your ass beaten or it's going to be an issue.
Okay, yeah.
And then new age gay, it's more accepted. Not to say that you're not going to be oppressed by certain groups of people if you come out as gay. And
right.
you know, every family's different, so I can't speak to that. But you know, it's not. You're not like hiding from the public as much. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's like a different kind of like it's a different vibe in their words as they were explaining to me. I think Terry was explaining to me. So I also worked with another gay dude, another place, Jerry. But yeah, it just like they were just like in their 40s and 50s, and they like I don't know, they weren't like uber loud and proud, but they were like stereotypical catty gay dudes. But they were like nice guys. They were just funny. Like they were like the funniest people there. And I surmise it to be that when you grow up and you get oppressed, you got to learn how to fight back. So you're going to get a little catty quick with it.
Oh, yeah.
And these guys, they were the funniest people there. I loved working with all 3 of them because they'd come in and they'd be like, "Oh, you're looking pretty rough today, huh?" And I'd be like, "Oh, shut up, Terry." Yeah. And I did because I was hungover.
Well, if it isn't the gay 3 Stooges.
Yeah. Actually, there was one day that they were out. Oh, this is the best. Actually, this is a true story. There was one day that all 3 were out, and they were also the 3 most experienced waiters. Mm-hmm. So they, like, you had to have one. Like, one of them needed to be there to keep the ship going because the rest of us were just dipshits. I was a food runner. I wasn't even a waiter.
Right.
And they were all 3 out one day, and the kitchen was like struggling because the orders were coming in weird. And Gerald, in a moment of anger, in the kitchen goes, "I swear to fucking God, they better be doing some gay shit right now. They better be going down by the beach with the top down, playing Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I don't know what they better be doing, but the 3 of them being out at the same time, that's some bullshit." Like, he was actually mad saying this, and I'm holding back the laughter because he's like, "You all 3 can't be gone," and I'm like, "But." It's not because they're gay.
Yeah.
They're just off. They're just all off today. And he's just like, "Shit, man." And I don't know. It was a fun time. Shout out, Gerald. I hope you're doing good, man. If you're out there in the world, I hope you still run that kitchen with an iron fist, but a fun time at the same time. You know?
Absolutely.
Stern, but fair. Yeah. So what was it being the bag boy? What's the life like as a grocery store worker? Do you guys work together as a community? Do you mesh? Do you hang out ever? Do you even?
It depends. So like,
because we were always around each other, so we had to talk and
Right. So like, the one I worked at in my college town, it was kind of a big friend group. I mean, there's not a lot to do in that town, so you just all end up knowing each other. Almost everyone working there is there because they're going to college or they're that age.
Okay.
And then
manager's probably like 28 and a burnout.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then like the one I got started in my hometown in Texarkana, that was like people were kind of like, yeah, this is going to be my career, unfortunately. And so it was just like
a little bit of sadness in the air.
Yeah, so like, 3 or 4 maybe just like college age roughly people, and then everyone else was just being like, "We need to hire more 40-year-olds. You college people are unreliable having classes and shit." And it's like, it's a bad sign if you're able to pick them up, dude. Like,
yeah, it's like, I don't know that. Yeah, that is a weird. What is it? It's like you hear boomers or Republicans all the time. They're like, "These jobs are supposed to be for high school kids getting their minimum wage payment."
Yeah,
and you're like, like part of you has to be like, well, no, like they need a livable wage. But then you think about it and you're like, well, I mean, actually though.
I mean, I've been saying that about, Ford's auto plant for years. Kids should be doing that job.
They yearn for the mines.
They need to.
Bring them back.
Bring it back.
What are we going to do? Educate them in these gay... Oh, dude, if you have social media and you don't get mad about politics that much, you have to follow Bryce Mitchell.
Okay.
If you don't know, he's a UFC fighter. And he's from Arkansas.
Okay.
And he's just good old-fashioned Southern dumb. Just good old fashioned stupid. Just a
Oh, okay.
dumb bumpkin idiot.
Okay.
But then a couple years ago, he got big on like, politics and conspiracy and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And so and then he rants and then he makes himself look stupid. But like he had a video a couple weeks ago where he like built something on his farm, and he started the video off by like going, "Now if this thing here works, y'all gonna have to quit calling me stupid." And I looked at all the comments, and all of them were like, "Nah, dog, I'm gonna keep calling you stupid."
Yeah.
Like it's just like every couple days. So sometimes we'll say something that's wildly controversial. Like one of them was like, in all my, I think I'm trying to quote him here, but he goes, "In all my research, I think before he went crazy and did all the bad stuff, I don't think Hitler was that bad of a guy. I'd have a beer with him." And everyone's like, Bryce,
come on.
what the fuck? Like, it's just stupid. Like, it's pure, and it's like Arkansas bumpkin dumb.
Other than everything he did,
yeah.
other than everything he fucking did,
Yeah.
he seems like he'd also like to watch, the hogs. Like, what the fuck?
He'd get happy to catch a baseball in the outfield, I'm sure he'd be a good guy to just have a couple brews with. But it's just like, it's not the kind of guy where you watch and you're like, oh man, you are conspiracy driven crazy. Like, he's just stupid. He could beat my ass, but he's just dumb as a rock. And it's like, some people shouldn't have social media. Like, but it's not like a malicious bad. It's just a dumb. And you're just like, oh man, well, you keep getting punched in the head. It's not going to help. But
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you were naturally dumb. Like, you were dumber than a bag of hammers. Like,
He was designed for this because he doesn't understand pain.
nope.
He gets hit in the head and he's just like, there it is again.
Yeah. He'll get CTE and it'll be funny. It'll be one of the funny CTEs. It's not CTE is not a good. I would try to make a bit about this. The CTE, it's not a good thing. It's not bad. But sometimes it can be a little fun. You know what I mean? Like Cam Newton got hit in the head so many times, he dresses like a chocolate factory owner.
Hey, there.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
George Foreman had like 8 kids and named them all George. That's pretty fun.
That is
you know
actually
what I'm
great.
saying? Like, it can be pretty. It's not good. Like Junior Seau blew his chest out because he wanted his brain. That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
But there's 8 George Foremans that had more kids that have to know that all of their aunts and uncles are the same name as their grandfather, which is George Foreman. And why did he do that? City.
Yeah.
That's what it was, dude. It had to have been.
It makes sense too. Have you used that grill? That was not a well thought. That's not a well preserved brain coming up with that fucking horrible panini press.
It should have been sold as a way to get grease out of items.
And even then, like almost every time someone loses the stupid grease bucket, so then it's just like,
now that I can't remember, I saw a video that made me made me cringe, and then I just started laughing out loud. It was just a video of a guy using a George Foreman grill, but he was doing it on the carpet on the floor.
psycho. Oh my God. These people, their vote counts the same as mine. That's my fucking problem, man.
It's amazing to be that stupid. I love it. Yeah. Oh man, just walking on a greasy carpet,
dude. Or just like any video, like people like. My brother-in-law thought he could make apple cider by putting apple juice in a coffee maker.
That's good. That's
not. He was not toasted or anything either. That was just fucking stupid, man. Oh, I was 19. Yeah, you could drive.
You were 14 years beyond the point of being able to do that and get away with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And even at 5, it's a little concerning.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the old tinfoil in the microwave. It's just way funnier.
Yeah.
It's just a whole lot more funny. Yeah. One of my favorites, when I worked at a bank, you'd have some office drama. And my favorite office drama, and it's universal, and I almost encourage people to do it just so I know that there's other people getting mad. Throw the fish in the microwave. Ruin your coworker's day. Just make the whole place smell like fish. I don't care. That's funny. I want someone to come to me complaining about their fucking workplace smelling like fish, and their day was ruined because of that. Oh, that's good. And then just
I got a job because a guy did that. They fired him. He was 3 days into his job, and the kitchenette was right next to the owner of the firm. And at 10:30 a.m., like it's like technically McDonald's stopped serving breakfast, but like that's too early for lunch.
That's a generous 30 minutes they give you.
Yeah, he fully microwaves a big tilapia, and then he takes it to his desk. So not only has he just like he's like ruined everything, And then yeah.
The audacity.
And so my boss, he said like, we were like 3 days in, and I like walked out there thinking, what the fuck? And then like I looked down, he's just looking at me, and he's eating it with his hand. And yeah. So
I want to meet this guy, dude.
so he went and he talked to the manager, and he was like, is this guy like a genius? And they're like, no, he's just doing okay. And he's like, get rid of him. He's like, I'm not putting up with this for just okay. Like, fuck that.
You don't bring enough to the table, man.
Exactly.
There's nothing funnier than seeing someone eat something and realizing they're a psychopath because of it. I had a good buddy of mine. He lived in. He didn't have a job at the time, and he was living in. I think it was Section 8 housing. Solely his doing, though. You don't need to feel bad for him. So the story is funny.
Yeah.
But so he was living there, and it was like in the hood in my hometown. And I remember one day we were asking him, and I was like, how do you just walk around your neighborhood during the day and not feel terrified? And he goes, well, actually, it's because normally I'll make a sandwich for myself and then eat it as I'm walking to where I have to go. And I know people look at a crazy-looking white dude eating a sandwich in broad daylight walking down the street and going, I'm not messing with that crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's actually genius. Yeah, like
It's effective.
one hand eating a sandwich just right there in the sidewalk in the middle of the ghetto. They're like, that's a crazy white boy. I ain't messing with that guy. And I was like, that's an effective strategy, dude.
Like, it was raining yesterday, and before I took my dog for a walk, I took a shower, so my hair was completely wet. And so I'm walking the dog. I look like I've been out there for hours with him. And I walked past like 3 or 4 homeless people cross the street to get away from me. They're like,
damn.
Yeah, pretty much. They were like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, we don't fuck with Nicky Two Shoes
Exactly.
on a rough day. You know, I wish I could strike fear into people as I pass by, because then I probably wouldn't have gotten punched in the face by that homeless guy right when I moved here.
Yeah.
I just made myself look too vulnerable.
I'm sorry, man.
It is what it is. Just learn your lesson. Don't walk on a main road in the middle of the night. He's probably doing good now, though, you know. I'm sure he's got him a good job and whatnot.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, no, I hope he's doing all right, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he was deranged, you know. The one time I don't shit talk someone in public and I get punched in the face. It's really fitting. I mean, karma had that one coming, dude.
Yeah.
But, yeah, God bless
You
him.
should have let him know. You could have been like, I can hurt you in other ways. Don't hit me.
Sir, do you want to feel bad about yourself?
Your shoes are stupid.
God, what if he just like masterfully, he was like, all right, tits, tell me something. I want it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No, he was a very small man, so I didn't feel too intimidated. But he sucker punched me, and that'll hurt really bad. So that was enough for me to cower. But anyway, there is another homeless guy near where I used to live who I thought it was a social experiment. It was amazing, actually. He sat in one spot under a bridge. Like, people would walk by underneath the bridge. It was on 22nd Street. And he sat there, and he had a comforter. And the comforter, he had it, like, you couldn't tell what was underneath it, but it was like the width of like a long coffee table that it was on top of something. And he had a hoodie. And he didn't move for at least 5 months.
Oh, wow.
I want to say. And I parked my car on the other side of where he was, so I'd have to walk by him every day. Didn't move. Never moved. One time I came home at like 2:30, and I'd parked the car, and I was walking. There was another guy sitting near him who I'm guessing would bring him stuff. But that wasn't it. Like, towards the end of the 5 months, he'd started looking a little bit raggedy, and you would see piss bottles like from underneath the comforter kind of coming out. But he didn't like his leg muscles had to have like died. Like, I don't know. It was amazing.
Atrophied, yeah.
Yeah, like, it was a thing where it was like after a few weeks, I'm like, well, he's not moving, and then it blew my. It was amazing. I want to meet that man. I want to know if he's still alive right now. And then he just, not only did it disappear, someone pressure washed where he was, so it was just a clean sidewalk. And I was like, I hope he's not dead. But
no, he went up in a chariot of fire. He just did a prophet Ezekiel shit. You know?
Yeah,
that is the book of Ezekiel. He lays on his side for 40 days, like in the street, just because he's like, God told me to do this. And then that delicious Ezekiel bread you can get in the store, God was like, this is all you're allowed to eat. Also, you have to cook it over poop. And I don't think they do that at a Whole Foods, so they should call it something else. But
This is your campaign.
yeah,
I've been having a gripe with this whole
RFK
thing.
Jr. is gonna make Ezekiel bread real again.
Now, you have to cook it in the fresh poop of the past 3 hours.
They've been using. Mine became. I don't know what that was.
I don't even think I did a good one, but I hurt myself doing it, so I know I did something right.
Yeah. You almost made it permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, well, the problem is that they're using synthetic poop
Exactly.
to make the Ezekiel bread, but it's not real feces coming out of the body. Tylenol's giving kids autism. That was a fun bombshell, dude.
Yeah.
That was because I'm sure it's not real. I'm sure it's not 100% true, but it is funny that like they came out and they were just like, all right, what are we gonna do today? And RFK is like, it causes autism, and then they just gave him the ability to go to a microphone and say that.
What's great too is it just came out that for the last 20 years, Trump's been taking like 8 Tylenol a day.
Yeah, buddy.
He's like, yeah, my feet just hurt all the time, so I just do that.
Dude, I like to think Donald Trump is. I had a buddy Nick say this about Ben Carson, and it made me laugh so hard. I like to think at this point Donald Trump is just like there's just a much smaller man inside of him trying to pull all the levers and type in the typewriter, and he can't do it all at the same time. And the machine's starting to pitter out a little bit, but he's still doing it. Like, because that man is on so many drugs. Like, I'm sure he's on coke, like not coke, almost cocaine, probably cocaine. I'm sure he's on boatloads of Adderall, at least, minimum.
I think he just has the personality of a cokehead.
Yeah,
he is just like, all right, we're all gonna stay up all the time.
Oh, you're gonna leave?
And I have the best business idea ever. You know?
Yeah. What, he had 12 business ideas and then one stuck, and he'd say, that's how it works. That's cocaine energy right there, dude.
That is.
Yeah.
That is.
That's the Ted scene. That's my favorite scene in the movie Ted, where they're sitting at a table, they do coke, and then they're sitting there, they're like, we got to start a business. And they go on about how it's all-inclusive and how they're going to do everything inclusive, and then the last line is they go, but no juice. And then immediately Ted goes, no juice, no juice.
Brutal.
Cocaine.
Oh, cocaine.
Hell of a drug.
Yeah, Adderall. Adderall's crazy, man, because, God, so I took Adderall just once. I needed to, like, stay up to do something, but then I got panicked because I remembered someone was like, whatever you do when you're on Adderall, never look at porn. Don't start jacking off, because whenever you get in the mood with Adderall, you'll just do that forever. So you'll just be jacking off all the time. So that freaked me out. So I was like, I didn't even want to, but I just got scared that I would. So I started playing Tetris, and then I played Tetris for 36 hours straight on my phone. I didn't accomplish what I took the Adderall for. I was going to stay up and finish a paper, and I didn't fucking do it.
You were like, I don't want to do this one thing because it'll take my time and distract me from doing it. So let me instead do the one thing that could suck my brain away on Adderall more than anything else, which is Tetris.
Yep. Oh, man, I dreamed Tetris for a long time.
That is fun, Adderall stories, because for me, I don't like to use this term with drugs, but it's objectively true. I abused the shit out of Vyvanse when I was in high school, because
Vyvanse, that's what clears your nose, right?
No, that's Vicks Vapor Rub.
Oh.
Or Flonase.
Okay, yeah, Flonase. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, I didn't know you could get a problem with breathing well. Just
from Vyvanse. No, so I was a ADHD kid, so I was taking Adderall when I was really young, and I stopped taking it probably from like 5th grade up until my sophomore year of high school. And when I went back, they prescribed me to Vyvanse, but because I had the history of Adderall, they just gave me a fucked up dosage.
Oh yeah,
60 milligram.
Because they thought it wouldn't be enough for you.
They were like, "Yeah, you're a beat down horse with ADHD pills, so let's give you a tranquilizer amount of 60 mil." So so Adderall, like the measurement is like so like a 10 milligram Adderall would be like a 30 milligram Vyvanse.
Gotcha.
I was on 60.
Yeah,
so I was rolling, baby.
Yeah.
And then I would abuse it because like I was socially like retarded and awkward, and when I was on Vyvanse, there would be a certain high moment where I would like be like normal. Like I could be funny in a conversation. I didn't learn. I just had like embedded anxiety and needed to like figure my life out through puberty.
So it was a performance-enhancing drug for you.
100%. So your boy would be popping 120s on certain days. And because like my first 2 periods were like I had a lot of friends who would be fun. And then the third period, I remember like when I'd stopped taking it, I went back and found the notebooks. I would draw pages of cubes. Pages of I should not even just like cube like it would be like half a notebook of just cube like there was no connection to the cubes
that you know of. No, dude.
Yeah. So
I'm telling you, schizophrenia is just reverse Alzheimer's. You're just getting someone else's memories. You know,
exactly. Yeah. You ripped through the wall and you're seeing the other side. But we can't see it either. Yeah, no, I had a buddy that left us because of schizophrenia, and it's weird because he was also the smartest person like ever. Like I think he took the SAT 3 times. The first time I think he got above a 1500.
Wow.
And the second time, what did he do? The second time he took it stoned, and he got still above a 1400. And then the third time, and he explained this. He's since passed, and he explained this to a friend of mine who tried to explain it to me. He figured out like the algorithm of how the SAT is structured. So he figured out like what
he could
order.
Figure out which was the fake packet.
Kind of, yeah.
Wow, because I know one of them's like an experimental packet. It doesn't actually get graded.
Yeah, like he found, like he did the research and whatnot and found the numbers on it, and then like because the other 2 times he had taken it, he had done like he was also good at cheating. So he had like found the time when the teacher wasn't looking to look at the other and like trace what ones were similar to his. And so he figured out, because it wasn't just a test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4.
See,
it was like
I can't get the QR code to pull up when I need to pick up an Amazon package at the Whole Foods. Like,
and this motherfucker cheated the human brain.
Yeah.
Like, so he took it the third time cheating off of someone near him and got like I think he said something where it was like he knew some answers were wrong, but he just wanted to test it, and he got like a 1260 or it was a 12 something, I forget.
Wow.
So he was just like for shits and gigs, like because his parents were also like not hard asses, but you know they were like good parents. So they were like, you got to take the SAT again, like just cause. Yeah. And I think he also like I don't know, he had ways of making money that were not. I don't mean to delve into him too much, but basically he was motivated to do it just for shits and giggles, because I think he eventually wanted to get people to pay him to. Anyway, so yeah, he like figured out the algorithm of it all and like explained it to my other friend, and my other friend like tried to, I don't know, something about how they order the pattern of it and whatnot, and he was able to pick out the kids in the room, and then like I don't know, like when going to the bathroom, like looked at it and shit. Very smart dude. And then he had schizophrenia and then committed suicide. So it's kind of like that was the smartest guy I ever knew, and then he started slowly losing it, and then you're kind of like is it the like I don't know, like I couldn't understand I didn't know it was schizophrenia. Yeah, because it was like he just was a freak genius who just did weird shit. Like he dropped out of high school at 16 and would just go audit classes at the Clemson University. Like just go sit in on classes, because for him he like actually wanted to learn. Yeah, like he didn't understand the structure of like getting credits and having diplomas and things. He was like, no, like I'm like he bought like a 2010 edition of a college physics book and like learned it front to back just on the weekends just for shits and giggles. So like, but then he became schizophrenic. So it's one of those things where it's like, when did it switch? Or like, were you always naturally prone to that? Or is like, is just like freak genius people going to do that? Like it was weird. Like if it were a person like me who's just a dumbass, and then I just start doing weird shit, schizophrenic.
Oh, like, that's gotta suck like, if you're stupid and you have schizophrenia.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't mask that at all. Yeah, everyone can sniff it immediately. But if you're a freak genius, it's gonna take some years for people to be like, wait, what? Yeah. So anyway, that's like schizophrenia.
It's like Good Will Hunting. He goes up to the chalkboard and fucks it up completely. He's just completely wrong.
And you're like, no, you sold me on you being a genius.
What the fuck is this? Some guy just drew penises all over the chalkboard.
They're well defined, but I don't think that determines intelligence.
There's all these cubes on the chalkboard. Like
that's that scene from 21 Jump Street where they take that weird synthetic drug and Channing Tatum's up there on the whiteboard and he's giving this long rant and the camera's facing him, and then right when he's done ranting and the camera just shows the whiteboard and he just drew like 900 fours on the whiteboard. That's a fun movie.
That's good.
Good stuff. How long have we been going for?
We just hit 59 minutes.
Oh, neato.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, look at we got real equipment this time. We're doing big boy shit.
Yeah.
Nick got it because he's a big boy, and then I bought a $30 cable because I thought I had one that I didn't actually have. So I'm stepping up too.
Yeah.
But we're getting the quality better. I mean, one of these days we're gonna watch a hockey game. I'm pretty confident in it. I think we should probably go to a hockey game too, just because we live here.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I haven't been watching hockey, but I have been turning on tournament mode on NHL 26.
Yes.
And then I just let the computers duke it out. And that's and so statistically, I'm running like a Monte Carlo simulation on how this season's going to go.
You're the commissioner right now of your own computerized NHL league. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just an idiot. Like, hey, Chat GPT, run a 100-page essay on who's gonna win and synthesize it.
Yeah, you start hiring like professional gamblers.
Yeah,
be like, you can figure things out ahead of time. You're good at reading stuff. What's gonna happen? Yeah. That's another fun thing to do. Get really stoned and just like wonder how Vegas figures out odds and how they're always right.
Mm-hmm.
Watch like one video of someone where they like shoot a 3-point shot and it like just breaks the half-point spread and they're like, they fucking knew that was gonna happen.
They have a horse in a basement, and it's like if it's the horse comes and he scratches on it.
It's just a system of buttons. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Vegas.
Yeah. Lucky has never been unlucky, if you understand what I'm saying.
That's pretty genius. Yeah. That's
if
one
you
of the
tell
best.
anyone about Lucky, you'll be pretty unlucky.
Nothing like a saying where you land on your feet. Yeah. That's I forget where I heard a podcast or something, but it was one where they were at a monster truck rally. And there was a monster truck called the Big Dog, and he got hit and he fell over, but then the car eventually rolled back over, and the announcer goes, and that's because you can't keep a big dog down long.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was like, woo! Like, that was a good one. Pay me to be that guy.
For real.
Anyway, yeah. I guess we wrap this bad boy up.
Heck yeah.
Shout out to you guys if you're listening. We're gonna keep this bad boy going now that we have equipment, and one of these days we're gonna go to a hockey game and watch one.
Yeah. And I have buttons now. Gnarly.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. Holy hell. This is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could totally shock jock this.
Yeah, we got a new system. Oh, Iggy, come here. Also, for the people watching, Iggy made an appearance again.
Mm-hmm.
So
third mic.
Keep the streak going. Shout out to you guys. If you got a dog, pet them. And go Flyers.
Go Flyers.